If you would like to see how I created this witch doctor, then just keep watching. Starting off with a non-toxic washable glue stick, I'm applying that to my eyebrows, and then I'm going to brush it out and make it flat against my skin. This gives it time to dry before we start painting the face. So I'm going to go to my shoulders with a lime green paint, and I'm creating little swirls on both sides. After that, I'm going back in with a lime green paint, and I'm creating swirls on top of the lime green. Now for the face. Going in with the white paint, I'm outlining the facial features of the skull, so the jawline, the nose, and the eye sockets. Once that's all done, I'm going back in with a hefty amount of white paint to cover my eyebrows. Now with a flat brush and white paint, cover the skull in white paint in one direction. With dark brown paint, create a triangle necklace and section out with lines. Then do the exact same thing with the black paint. Use a dry brush effect for shading. Then going in with the gold paint, I'm just filling in the rest of the neck and then creating little outlines of where the creases and lines are going to be with the black paint. Then with the brown paint, I'm going in and I'm just creating the lines, meeting them up with the black I had already done. Now with a darker brown paint, I'm going back over the lines. And with the gold paint again, I'm cleaning up in between the lines. Now after I created a black line all around the neck, I'm going in with a white paint and I'm just creating little bones. Go over them twice with white paint to make them darker and more prominent. Now with a light brown paint, I'm just creating little highlights down each crease of the neck piece. By doing this, it creates dimension and makes it look like it's actually popping off the skin and it's actually clothing. Going in with a very thin brush and black paint, I'm now outlining beside the brown that I just did. With the same thin paintbrush, I'm going in with a dark gray and I'm outlining the bones. Once that's all done, I'm going back in with the same paintbrush and black, and now I'm outlining the bones. Creating little squiggly lines down the centers for cracks and finishing up the outline of each bone. I'm now going to take a taupe and black eyeshadow mixed together to create the shade and make it look like the bones are popping off the skin. With the same taupe eyeshadow, I'm now going over to the skull and I'm creating the contour and lines that I want prominent on the skull, so the teeth and along the bottom jaw. Taking it to the eye sockets to make it look like it's hovering off the skin as well. Going over the cheekbones, the inner brows to create that little frown indent thing. Above the eyebrows on the end, and along the forehead. So that maps out where the contour is. Taking a big fluffy brush and the taupe and black again, I'm then just blending out my forehead, the cheekbones, and the contour cheekbones and along the nose. Now going in with a very thin brush again, I'm just taking black eyeshadow and I'm making the hover along the jawline more prominent to make it look like it's actually popping off the skin and it's actually sitting there like a mask. I love to do this with mask looks because it really makes it look more real. Going in with that fine tip brush again, I'm taking some black paint and just outlining the skull. Starting with the bottom jaw and along the teeth. Then going around each eye socket, making sure to keep the lines very thin and clean. Very lightly, I'm just dry brushing the lines where I had put the contour lines before. Dry brushing again, I'm just flicking upward for the creases of the teeth and creating the little semicircles for the teeth. With a black eyeshadow and a little fluffy brush, I'm then just shading in around the teeth. Fill in the nose and then create little cracks on the top. And create little cracks simultaneously around the skull to give a nice worn and broken look. Remember to keep them very thin. With a nice purple paint, I'm taking that and I'm applying it down the center of my forehead like I had done on my chin. Now with a fluffy brush and black eyeshadow, I'm just putting it on the top sockets of the eyes to make it look really sunken in. Now with a black liquid lipstick, I'm lining my lip and applying a purple lipstick on top. Now for the pick going through my face. Applying some liquid latex to my cheeks and some cotton swabs to keep them in place. I'm just popping them where I want them and then holding them till they're dry. Once they're dry, I'm taking some peach paint and I'm just applying that on top of the cotton pads, and then some pink paint on top of the cotton pads, and then some red paint on top of that. Doing this creates a nice depth look. Then taking the black paint, I'm outlining the skewer to make it look like it's actually popping out of my skin. With some fake blood, I'm then taking it and applying it all over the wound from the skewer, making sure to drip it down just a little bit on my face. To finish the makeup look, I'm taking a purple liquid lipstick and popping in some creepy white-black contacts. Now taking a pre-styled wig and hat from Wholesale Halloween Costumes, I'm just going to pop that on like so and make sure it looks good for the finished product. That's it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe to my channel to watch more of moi, and thanks for watching. Bye!